From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2245, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, November 11th, 2020. Never let it be said that hams ever let their goals be thwarted, even after COVID-19 canceled such core events as Dayton Hamvention and Ham Radio Friedrichshafen this year. The massive Tokyo Ham Fair was also a casualty, but like so many others, the show went on virtually.
The virtual doors were open in Tokyo on November 1st as planned, even though no one was physically present at the Tokyo Ham Fair 2020 for the seminars and workshops. The presentations went forward and one of them turned out to have a respectable showing in person. It was the Ham Fair's scheduled in-depth look at Summits on the Air, or SOTA. Fortunately, SOTA, by virtue of its portable and socially distant operating environment, could keep things real. The program included live stream video from 7 SOTA summits throughout Japan, where hams were busy making activations. Tom JH0CJH predicted that this activity would lead to many hams becoming new SOTA enthusiasts in Japan. Meanwhile, the Japan Amateur Radio League is back at work, making plans and deciding on dates for 2021. Hoping for the best in the year ahead. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm John Williams, VK4JJW.
For a look at some of the SOTA activations, follow the YouTube link posted in the Newsline website, arnewsline.org, in the printed version of this report. Ireland takes particular pride in the fact that it's launching its first satellite in 2021, but the team behind it is looking for some amateur radio help.
The Educational Irish Research Satellite, or AirSat-1, will be launched sometime early next year, carrying 3 science experiments on behalf of students at University College Dublin and other researchers. Hams are being asked to help out with signal acquisition shortly after the satellite's launch on the Vega rocket. In a recent visit to the South Dublin Radio Club, David Murphy, EI9HWB, and Fergal Marshall of the AirSat-1 team explained the satellite's operations and how hams can assist. Their talk is available on YouTube, where the two explain the uplink and downlink schemes and the role amateurs can play. To see the video, visit the club's website at South Dublin Radio Club, all one word, .weebly.com. Then get ready for the new year when Ireland's first satellite will make history. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
Down under, a group of Australian hams went bicycle mobile for a worthy cause.
Members of the Bendigo Amateur Radio and Electronics Group, VK3CMZ, are counting the dollars raised last month when the Barrack Pedal Radio Group took on the challenge to raise money to help the Children's Medical Research Institute fight childhood cancer. The hams' participation in the Great Cycle Challenge in October brought in about $700 and covered more than 250 kilometres. Graham Knight, VK3GRK, said that the Pedal Radio Group grew out of club members who share another great interest beyond radio, cycling for health, fitness and social activity. Graham said that the group is also a great way to increase awareness about amateur radio because the cyclists are out and about in the community and are highly visible. But don't forget radio here. During the October event, in between their rides, the hams had QSOs on some of the local nets to let listeners and other club members know that they were on their cycles and that they were on a roll. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Robert Broomhead, VK3DN.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With John Williams, VK4JJW, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Robert Broomhead, VK3DN, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe, I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.